Welcome to the TBR Service Center Finance Training Session for working with journal vouchers and cash receipts. Journal voucher forms are designed to enter various transactions, such as cash, receipts, budget entries, and accruals, as well as to perform a correction or adjustment for any of these entry types. The direct cash receipts process is designed to record cash receipts. TBR Policy 4010110 states a deposit must be made once a week or whenever $500 in funds or $500 in funds in excess of the change fund amount has been accumulated, whichever comes first. To stay within this policy, regular deposits will be made from the TCAT to a local bank account. If you have an operating account with a local bank, you will receive cash and check payments from students or third parties. You will then prepare a deposit slip for cash payments and take it to the local bank. Checks should be scanned through the check scanner for deposit to the TCAT operating account. The cash receipt template will then be completed and emailed to the Service Center along with a scanned copy of the deposit slip. If you have an Imprest account with the local bank, you will receive cash and check payments from students and third parties, and then create a deposit slip for cash payments to be taken to the local bank. A check is then written from the local bank Imprest account to the TCAT operating account for the cash deposit amount. Checks will be scanned through the check scanner for deposit to the TCAT operating account. You will then complete the cash receipt template and email it to the Service Center along with a scanned copy of the deposit slip. Checks will be scanned using the Remote Deposit Capture or RDC. This process allows you to capture the image of checks at your desk and transmit them electronically over a secure line for deposit into your account. This eliminates the physical transporting of checks, which drastically reduces the time between deposits and availability of funds. With RDC, you can use a check scanner in your office to create a digitized image file of your deposit. Within minutes, your deposit can safely be on its way to the bank for processing and will post to your account that night if deposited within stated deposit deadlines. To start the RDC process, you will use the small check scanner attached to your Windows-based workstation to create a digitized image file of your deposit. You can then access the web portal through the bank's secure website. The application will prompt you through the deposit process, and you will be able to monitor the status of the deposit file online. Any adjustments or rejections will be posted to the online bulletin board and will be the first message you see when you log into the web portal. Daily reports are also available online. A demonstration of installation and proper maintenance of the Panini scanner is available on the Treasury Management Training Resources webpage under the Remote Deposit Capture section. This section includes the user guide, which documents step-by-step instructions for the RDC process, and a video to guide you through the RDC scanner installation process. The RDC platform also has training demonstrations and simulations to help you learn how to use the remote deposit application. The user guide will review how to capture a deposit, process a final balance, defer a transaction, complete a deferred transaction, close and release a transaction, transmit a transaction, and delete a transaction. The user guide will also provide information on the research function as well as how to export a CSV file or check image. You will use this functionality to view checks you transmit to the bank, as check images are not retained on your PC. All images, once captured, are transmitted to and retained by the bank. These images will be retained for 730 days after you transmit the image for processing. You will also have access to several reports, including the Transaction Status Report, Transaction Status Location Report, Deposit Summary Report, Deposit Detail Report, Deposit Adjustment Report, Payment Summary Report, among others. The user guide, available on the First Tennessee Bank website in the Treasury Management Training Resources section, will provide detailed steps for utilizing these reports. To submit a cash receipt to the Service Center, you will complete the Fupload template available on the My TCAT portal under the Service Center Finance section. To use the Fupload template for cash receipts, you will follow the standard steps for completing a Fupload, including clearing the JV variables to remove the filler information contained in the template and entering the contact, organization, and system ID. Next, you will enter CR5 into the rule class code and then 10 into the bank code field. You will then enter the journal voucher information for each line by including the fund code, organization code, account code, program code, debit amount, and a description of the transaction. Please note that all deposits will be listed in the debit column. Institutions will submit cash receipts for transactions, such as cash payments for students, check payments for students, barber school revenues, or cosmetology. Please note that if your institution has an imprest account, you will not submit cash receipts for cash payments for students. Please review the How to Complete the Internal Vendor Process or Fupload process manual and training video for additional instructions regarding submitting a Fupload. The Service Center will then enter any journal vouchers or cash receipts to complete this process. This concludes the training session for journal vouchers and cash receipts.